about the next part of evolution. So let's discuss. Okay. So first of all, we are going to discuss about the theory that is given by Ernst Haeckel. Okay. So Ernst Haeckel, he provided the theory of embryological support for evolution. It was his proposal that. So first of all, what is his observation? He observed that all vertebrate embryo have certain common features that are absent in adult. Basically, when vertebrates in during the embryological stage, they have certain features which are absent in their adult form. So how? Let's discuss the example. For example, all vertebrates, including human, they have during embryology, not in adult. During embryology, they have vestigial gill slit. As we know, gills are for respiration, right? Used by fish only, but they are present in the embryology stage of vertebrates, all vertebrates. So that's why he proposed the theory of embryological support for evolution. Basically, he wants to say is that during embryology of vertebrate, the embryo goes through the various adult stages of other organisms, right? So, but however, this theory was disapproved by Carl von Baer. He completely disapproved the theory on the basis he observed that he noted that embryo never undergoes the stages, adult stages of another organism. He says that vertebrate embryo never goes through the embryological stage of another organism. Basically, he undergoes the stages of itself, not on another organism. Okay. So this was the Ernst Haeckel theory. Okay. Now we come to difference between divergent and convergent evolution. Okay. So first of all, divergent evolution. In the divergent evolution, divergent word itself explains that an organism when goes to different direction, right? For example, I have made this diagram in which, for example, an organism, different organism, same category organism will have common ancestor. They move to different directions. Okay. So they have common ancestry. Organisms that have common ancestry. Now, when they move to different directions, they have different needs, different environment. So, same nautical structures perform different function due to different habitat as they move to different direction. Basically, organisms from common ancestor move to different continent or directions where they live in a different habitat. So, same nautical structures start performing different function. So, that is a divergent evolution. Okay. So, they have similar nautical structures, but they are performing different functions due to different need, different habitat, right? Because they have similar nautical structures, they are called as homologous structure. Homo means same. So same nautical structure also called as homologous structure, right? So same structure develop along different direction. So उनका structure है, structure तो same ही रहेगा ना, but same structure perform different function due to different needs. Okay, understand that? Okay, now we are going to discuss it with example. For example, mammals like whale, bat, cheetah, human, they have the same nautical structures of four limbs, right? For example, radius, ulna, carpal, metacarpals, right? Fingers. So they have same nautical structure, but however they live in a different habitat, right? So due to different habitat, they will same structure perform different function. Similarly, example in the plant that is in thorn of bougainvillea, and tendril of cucurbita. As we know, tendril, they perform the function for support, help the plant to support on another plant, right? Whereas thorns are for protection. So they are the modification of same structure but performing different function. So this is a divergent evolution. Common ancestor, organism from common ancestor, they move to different direction due to different habitat. They perform different function. Okay. Now move to convergent evolution. Convergent evolution. They are the organism which does not have any common ancestor. For example, we can see they have different ancestor. Organism from different ancestor, they move to same habitat, right? They move to same habitat, but they have different anatomical structure. But however, due to same habitat, due to same needs and environment, so they perform same function, perform similar functions, but however they have different anatomical structures because they have different ancestry. Ancestor क्या है? Different है, right? क्या है? इसको analogous structures कहते हैं, right? Because they are different structure from different ancestry. Okay. Similar habitat, they move to similar habitat. Due to that, they have similar adaptive features. Some features adapt कर जाते हैं. That's why they start performing same functions. But however, they are the organism of different group. Okay. For example, wings of butterfly and bird. Look, wings have common function for the fly, right? But as we know, butterfly and birds, they are belong to different categories. Birds are raised, right? So yes, octopus and mammals both have different habit, both belong to different category, right? But have same structure. Sorry, they have different structure of eye, but performing same function as eye for vision, right? But their eye structures are different. Okay? Or penguin and dolphin, they use flippers. Flippers have different structure, but they are performing similar functions for walking, right? As potato is a modification of a root, right? And sweet potato is a modification of a root, whereas potato is a modification of a stem. So they belong to different part. One is a modification of root, another is a modification of stem. But however, they perform same function as a food, source of food, right? So this is the complete difference between divergent and convergent evolution. If you have any doubt, comment below. So thank you.